In this lesson, we're going to look at solving multi-step equations. So let's first of all look at solving equations by combining like terms. So let's go ahead and we're going to draw the line down our equal sign. Keep this organized. And it's especially going to be important as we get bigger and bigger or more complex equations that we're solving to keep them organized. All right, so let's take a look here. First of all, I'm going to look to see, can I simplify anything on either one of the sides? And it looks like that I can simplify the 17x and the negative or the minus 11x by combining like terms. So I'm going to take 17x and I'm going to minus the 11x. And I will end up with 6x. And then I will have my 8, which I can't combine, and then it is equal to 20. So I've just rewritten the problem by combining the 17x and the minus 11x. All right, so now let's take a look at, can I simplify any further? No. Now, our job is to isolate that variable by getting all the variables on one side, and then we have all the numbers on the other side. And so I'm going to undo this 8 first. And remember, whatever you do on one side, you have to do on the other. So I'll take 20 minus 8. So now I'll take 20 minus 8, and I'm going to get 12 is equal to 6x. All right, so now I just want 1x, so I need to divide. And I can also look at this as, what is that 6 doing to that variable? It's multiplying. And remember, because we're undoing to isolate the variable, we're going to then divide. And x is going to be equal to 2. Now, if we wanted to check and see if it worked, we could plug in that 2, because what we're saying is x is equal to 2. So I could take my 17 times 2 minus 11 times 2, because I have x in for both of those, plus 8, and then that should be equal to 20. So when I take 17 times 2 minus 11 times 2 plus 8, I end up getting 20, and then I know that I have done it correctly. All right, so let's look at another one of these where we have to combine like terms. Let's take our 8x, and we can take our negative 3x, and we can combine those. So 8x minus 3x, that's going to give us a 5x, and then I can't combine anything with that 10, so I'm just going to put that down with a minus 10. And then now is equal to 20. And again, let's make sure that we're drawing our line down, making this organized. And now let's take a look here. I'm going to undo and isolate the variable by adding 10 first to both sides. And I'm going to have 30 now is equal to 5x. And notice how we're cleaning it up each time we do a step. Now we're looking at, I've got 5 x's, the 5 is being multiplied to the x, so we're going to undo that by dividing by 5. And we'll have x then is equal to 6. And again, we could plug in that 6 and find that both sides are going to be equal to 20. Okay, so example number 2, how do I solve equations by using the distributive property? All right, so for these, let's take a look. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look, can I simplify on each side? And notice on the left that I have a 3 times y plus 1. So in this case, so there's 2 different ways we could solve this one. I'm going to just distribute this one first. And I'll have 3 times y, which is 3y, and then 3 times 1, which is 3, is equal to 15. All right, so now let's take a look, and we want that y all by itself. We're going to isolate the variable by starting by subtracting the 3. And we have 3y is equal to 12. And now I'm going to divide by 3 on both sides. And y will be equal to then 4. All right, so there's another way of thinking of this problem. So this problem can be done one of 2 ways. And it really doesn't matter which way you're going to solve this one. If I look at this and I look at it in terms of what is that 3 doing to that y in this case, and the 3 is multiplying the y plus 1. So another option would be to start by dividing both sides by 3. And then that's going to cancel out of y plus 1, then is equal to 5. And then now I'm going to subtract the 1 and have y is equal to 4. So it really doesn't matter which way you solve this one. Either way is going to be just fine. All right, so this next one, we have 7x plus 2 times x plus 6 is equal to 39. All right, so now this one's going to go, and we're going to have a couple more steps that we have to do here. So let's take a look at this on the left. I can simplify, and I'm going to start with the distributive property because remember multiplication comes before addition and subtraction. So let's simplify, and I'm going to have 2x plus 12, and then now I'm just going to bring my 7x right here, okay? All right, so now, and it's important to keep your problem nice and clean here. So now I can add these two together because they're like terms. So I have 9x plus 12 is equal to 39. All right, so now let's start to isolate the variable. And I'm going to start by undoing my 12 by minusing 12 to both sides. All right, so now I have 9 x's, so I'm going to, and that 9's multiplying, so I'm going to divide, and xn is going to be equal to 3. All right, so for this next one, it can be done one of two ways, actually, for this first one. So we could look at this, and I could say, all right, I'm going to multiply, I'm going to distribute, and I'll have 1/3 times d then, and then 1/3 of 3 is going to give me 1 is equal to 5. All right, so then I would start by minusing my 1, and I'd have 1/3 d is equal to 4. And now I've got the d is being multiplied by 1/3, so I could either take 4 divided by 1/3, or I can multiply it by its reciprocal. And d is going to be equal to then 12. All right, so that's one way of doing this. Another way of looking at this one is to say, well, I'm going to multiply right away by the reciprocal, or divide out that 1/3. So I have 1/3 times d plus 3 is equal to 5. And so in this case, we're looking at, well, what is that 1/3 doing to this variable? And we know it's multiplying. And to undo multiplication, we're going to divide. And so we could take 5 divided by 1/3, or dividing is the same thing as multiplying by its reciprocal. So I would then, this would cancel out, and I would have d plus 3 is equal to then 15. All right, so now I'm just going to subtract out the 3. And d is going to be equal to 12. And see how we have the same answer, we arrived at it two different ways. And really for this one, it doesn't matter which way you would do this one. All right, so for this one, we have 1/2 times 3x minus 5 is equal to negative 13. So if we went ahead and distributed this one, and don't do this because we're not going to distribute this one. There's going to be an easier way to doing this. I would end up with 3 all over 2x minus 5 all over 2 is equal to negative 13. And you could certainly do it this way and deal with these fractions either by turning them to decimals or whichever. But there is an easier way of doing this one. I'm going to do this by looking at it as I've got, what is this 1/2 doing to the variable? Well, it's multiplying. So to undo multiplication, remember we divide. And so I could take negative 13 divided by 1/2, or dividing a fraction, remember, is the same thing as multiplying by its reciprocal. Oops. All right, so this cancels out. And then on this side over here, I have 3x minus 5 then is equal to negative 26. All right, so now let's go ahead and solve. I'm by isolating the variable. So I'm going to undo this minus 5 by adding 5. And don't get mixed up with these negatives. So take negative 26 plus 5, you'll end up getting negative 21 is equal to 3x. All right, so now we need to get the variable all by itself, and the 3 is multiplying it, so we're going to divide, and xn is going to be equal to negative 7. All right, so let's apply what we just learned here. I have 9d minus 2d plus 4 is equal to 32. And again, remember, because I can simplify on the left, I have to start there. So I'm going to have 9d minus 2d will give me 7d plus 4 is equal to 32. And now we're isolating the variable. I'm going to do that by subtracting 4. And I'll end up with 28. And so now we're going to divide by 7, and d is going to be equal to 4. All right, so for our next one now, looking at this one, I can see that I can simplify, and the 3 times w has to come before I add in that 2w. So I'm just going to bring the 2w down here, and now I'm going to multiply. 3 times w is 3w, and 3 times 4 is 12 is equal to 27. All right, I'm going to simplify by adding these together. All right, so now it's time for us to isolate the variable. I'm going to start by minusing the 12 on both sides. And then our last step here is we want then to have that w all by itself, so w then is going to be equal to 3. All right, and one more of these. Okay, so looking at this one, I don't think I'd want to multiply by the 3, because I could distribute. I could certainly do that. But then I'm going to end up with like a fraction, because I'd have 3/4 z, and then I'd have the 3/4 times -6. I'm going to end up with a fraction there. So let's do this the other way. So I'm looking at what is the 3/4 doing to the z? It's multiplying. So to undo multiplication, we're going to divide. And dividing, so I could take 12 divided by 3/4, or I could multiply by its reciprocal, and that's what I'm going to do here. All right, so that canceled out, so we're going to rewrite our problem. All right, so for our last one here, it says that find the x given that the perimeter of the triangle is 66 units. So remember, when you're finding perimeter, you're adding up all of the outside. So I'm going to have all of these added up. I have x plus 2x minus 5 plus x plus 3, and now that is going to equal 66, because we said that the perimeter was equal to 66. So now let's go ahead and let's start. We can combine like terms first. I'm going to put a 1 there. So 1x plus 2x gives me 3x, and plus another 1x gives me 4x's. Now let's combine our numbers without the variables, and I have -5 plus 3 is going to be -2, and now that's going to be equal to 66. And now that I've simplified everything, now it's time to isolate the variable. I'm going to start by adding 2. And now I'm just going to divide this by 4. And x is going to be equal to 17. All right, so it wants to know what x is, so that side right over here is going to be 17.